Hello, good afternoon, everybody. I hope that you have a good Sunday. Welcome to my studio, recording studio. It's just a room. Today, on the menu, we will continue with the King Hunt series. So, the King Hunt is about attack on f7, g7, h7 square, and also on f6, g6, and h6. Last time, we had a look when white attacks on the kingdom and the castle, and on these squares, f7, g7, and h7. And today, we are going to have a look when white or black attacks on f6, g6, h6, or f3, g3, h3. Dobar dan. All right. For a start, I'll show you a game between Ettlinger and David Janowski. Last night, I made a video of Rubinstein and Janowski lost, but he was quite a good player. He was a champion of City of Paris and also editor of French chess magazine. So, but in this game, Janowski also had black pieces, like against Rubinstein. The difference is Janowski won. Also, I get the messages. Also, I'm using because I can't remember all the games and all the moves, I'm using a cheat sheet. Okay, I hope that is okay. The cheat sheet has a name. It's called the King Hunt. So I'm going to position the cheat sheet here, and I will make the move with my right hand there. And I hope everything goes well. Some people want to see opening with coronavirus opening. I don't know what the coronavirus opening is. What would be the first move with the coronavirus opening? I don't know. Okay. Christos Vaskrs, my friends from Beloglavi said. Christos Vaskrs is, that's happy Easter in Serbian language. Okay, let's see. Let's have a look at this game. So white played e4. It's quite a normal move, isn't it? And black played e5. Nothing special. f4. That is the king's gambit. In those days, the game was played in New York. I hope you had fun of New York. It's played in 1898. It was quite a long time ago, but this game is very beautiful and is seen in some instructive chess books. So I'm going to show, and I hope that you haven't seen this game before, unless you had the King Hunt book. Okay, it is black to move, and Janowski, instead of taking the pawn, he played d5. Okay, so this is a pretty good answer to the king's gambit. Now, knight to f3. This is the standard move that is preventing queen from come here with check. Okay. Reading some comments are funny, but I got to stick to the game for now. Huh? Okay, black to move. He captured the pawn, attacking the knight, and the knight then went to capture the pawn on e5. Bishop to c5 was played, and knight to c3. Yeah, so far nothing special is happening on the board. Maybe white wants to take that pawn, maybe. Black played knight to f6. So just developing a knight, protecting the pawn, and hoping to castle. Yeah, just a very natural play by David Janowski. Queen to e2 was played. I think white may capture the pawn there. Maybe. Who knows? Someone says this funny question, anything happened to you in 1898? Yeah, that was a long time ago. The world was different in those days. Yeah, they didn't have internet. Unbelievable. Okay, let's see what happened after queen to e2. Black continued with knight to c6. No rush with castling. See how black has his light pieces in good spots. However, player with white pieces, Ettlinger, spotted a tactic here. Okay, so generally it's a good idea to develop pieces. Do you agree? Someone wants me to explain wandering queen defense. I don't know what is that. Someone loves chess because of me. Thank you very much. Anyway, this is the tactic that Ettlinger spotted. In those days, they of course like to play fancy chess. So before continuing with the development, Ettlinger spotted knight takes, king takes, queen check, and then queen takes the bishop, and then bishop will be free to move. So he captured there. That is forking the queen and the rook, obviously. Black to move. Black removed the most precious target to save spot, and the player with the white pieces, Ettlinger, happily captured the rook there. It's in the corner. I have to stretch my hand very far. Knight takes rook on h8. Okay, black to move. When it's your turn, you look for checks, you look for captures. Can you make good captures? Can you make a threat? Black to move. Any idea for black? Black to move. Okay. I don't have a haircut for a long time. My hairdresser closed the shop because they couldn't keep the distance 1.5 meters. Okay, well done. Someone said that his name is Prashan or Rogerio also. Rogerio. Knight to d4. Yes, that is attacking the queen, and also knight is threatening to take the winning the rook, perhaps. So white played queen to d1, defending that pawn. And we have reached now the most interesting moment of the game. It is Paris champion. Did you hear my dog? You get my dog bark for free, and birds and sirens and cars. So when I'm recording, I have to cut for YouTube, not live ones. I have to cut all these sounds out, and that's why the voice changes sometimes when I record. Okay, we have suggestion: bishop to g4. Bishop to g4. That is threatening to take the queen. I guess black can play bishop to e2. Bishop to g4 is not a bad move. I think it makes sense to play bishop to g4. Yes, bishop to g4. Okay, let's say that bishop to g4 is the second best move. Okay, remember at the start, I was telling you that this series, the second part, is about attack on f3, on f6 g6 h6 or f3 g3 h3. Pas se zove Buddy. My dog's name is Buddy, and he is very intelligent. Okay, so someone is suggesting e3. Okay, keep going. Knight to g4 is possible. I'm wiping off my nose. Knight to g4 is possible. Okay, I go to stress out. F2. No. Today, no F2. Today, F3, G3, H3. Last time it was F2, G2, H2. So I already gave you a tip. Knight to F3. Yes. Haris Dev and Alan. Yes, that's right. So what is so special about this move? Can you see how this pawn can go that way? But when the knight jumped there, so this was the move played in the game by David Janowski. He also played he was quite a good player, not match for Alekhine and Capablanca, but he was quite a good player. So this is check, and then pawn captured the knight. That means that pawn can't go there anymore. So next move is suggesting itself, huh? Okay. Next move is suggesting itself. What is the next move? Okay, let's see. Pawn takes pawn. Yes, this is discovered check there, and white can block with the queen, with the bishop. Queen is not good for blocking, so bishop was played to e2. Okay, should we take? What's the best way for for black to continue? To take the bishop? Or maybe there is a better move. You make me laugh with your comments. But I can't comment too much because I want to go to this game. I have two more beautiful games to show. The last one is the most beautiful, but this is also nice. Okay, well done, Pavlos. Pavlos said F2 check. That is excellent, Pavlos. And then the bishop is defending the pawn. The king must move here. White to move. And to check mate in 1. And the move is bishop. Whew, I hit my keyboard. That happens when you play live. Okay, so bishop in a slow motion. Check mate. Huh? Is that nice game or is that nice game? All right, very good, very good. So that is that was Ettlinger and Janowski, New York, 1898. All right, let's put the pieces back now. How do you like this game? Was it good? So this is something different. You know, some people who are complaining that I made too many Rubinstein videos. But that's how I do things. I make a series of one player. I choose a player, someone. And I make a series of his games. So at the moment, Rubinstein is on the menu. Next time, even don't know who is maybe Portish. I even don't know. Next time will be another player that was great, but not the world champion. So we'll see who is. I have some people emailed me suggestions who they would like to see. Okay, let's put the pieces back, preparing for the next battle. Okay, how do you like my demonstration board? So this is totally live, not relying on my digital board, which I even didn't set yet. Okay, what's missing? One Polly is still on holiday. This one was in quarantine. He is okay now after 2 weeks. He comes back. All right, that is all. We are moving to next game. So next game is attack on G6 or G3. Okay, and let's see if I can find the one that I marked. All right. Also, some people who complain that I show too many games when white wins. Generally, white wins more games. And the games are shorter. That is the thing. And I don't choose them by the color. What's the point if I show you a game that black won and it's boring? And then we say, it's a boring game. So they would complain again. However, today I would show games, 2 games, then black won. So black won 2 games, and the last game, the third game will be when white won. Okay. In this game, this is a game between a known player. He was Englishman maybe, and Dumont was Frenchman. So play with the black piece is Frenchman. The game was played in London, in the great city of London in 1802. Anything important happened to you? And someone said rice is there. So rice is only perception in your head if we talk white and black, okay? All right, so let's see now. Player with the white pieces, famous NN. So why NN? Some people who didn't want their name to be shown publicly, so they ask for privacy reason. Maybe they were embarrassed. Usually they lose the game, and they didn't want their name to be shown. So that's okay. All right. So this is a bird opening. E5 was played by Dumont, Frenchman. The pawn is free to take. Pawn takes pawn on E5. D6. And white captured. This is usually what I ask kids. That's a good question for kids to ask. We are not kids, most of you. The question is, how do you capture? With the pawn, with the queen, or with the bishop? Some comments are funny, but let's stick to this. Okay, it is black to move, and you don't want to capture. So kids would capture with the pawn. Oh, I don't know why. They think they don't want to take a risk. But bishop is the best. Yes, bishop takes d6. You want to bring your pieces in the game. That is the best move. And then black played. White was worried maybe about this pawn there, so he played this move, intending to fianchetto his bishop to G2. And then black played a wrong move. This is general rules says that you should not bring your queen in the game too early, because the queen may be at risk like that. Yeah, maybe because this, if the pawn goes up, this bishop is attacking the queen or something like that. So it's not safe to bring the queen in the game too early, is it? And white didn't waste any time. He played knight to f3, gaining time to attack the queen, developed a piece, attack the queen. And the queen seemed not to be safe on g5. What is the safest What is what is the safest square for the queen? Yeah, Brian was the fastest. Brian, well done. So that is the move played in the game. Well done, Brian. So this second game is about the attack on G3 and G6, and the queen was sacrificed there on G3. Check. Huh? Is that nice? And then white captured the queen, and then black played a move, the last move of the game, and that is in a slow motion. Kaboom! Checkus Matus. That was very nice. Queen sacrifice, very nice. Okay, I showed only the most simple game from my book. Didn't show the most complex ones. Some take some longer, but I picked simple ones. Okay, next one is a game that was played by the world champion, first world champion. Who was the first world champion? Who remembers? The name of the first world champion. First world champion was, is it Murphy? Murphy was the first world champion, unofficial one. But who was the official world champion? No, it's not. Magnus Carlsen was not first. Magnus Carlsen is the current world champion. Okay. Some people are joking. Okay, some people say Karpov was the first world champion. No, the correct answer is Steinitz. I am barefoot, that's why I have to wipe up my nose. I should have put my socks on. All right, so we have the game between Steinitz and Hodges. Some people like Paul Keres, some people like Sultan Khan, Murphy, Greco. Oh, okay. Some people say that Greco was first world champion. Greco was, the world champion in his time. But yes, Greco is a candidate for world champion. Yes, it's a good candidate. And Mato is champion. I am not champion. Oh, champion chess teacher. Thank you very much for saying that. May God bless you with many grandchildren. Okay, are you ready now? Now white was Steinitz, like I said. Steinitz played e4. And Hodges played e5. Knight to c3. You know why knight to c3? Who can guess? Why not knight to f3? Why knight to c3? What usually people do when they play knight to c3? Who can guess? Why knight to c3? Very good. Vienna. That is the idea. So this is the idea. Can you see that when white plays knight to c3, he is discouraging this move, okay? So that move is heavily discouraged. Black can play this move. It's not impossible to play. But most of the time, black would not play. But if you play like this, then you have seen in the first game, Ettlinger and Janowski played this. Okay, so when you play this, you get you can get, I guess, an easier version for you of Vienna of King's Gambit. Vienna game can transpose to King's Gambit. It doesn't have to always. Okay, so play with the black pieces. He was smart. He said, okay, he wants to play f4 and castle kingside. I'm going to ruin his plan. So he said, okay, play f4. And Steinitz did play f4, not afraid. Black captured the knight there. And Steinitz can't castle. If you remove the rook or the king, you can't castle anymore. Huh? And rook takes bishop. It is true. White can't castle. Now, to cause the problem on the light squares, queen to h4 was played. Check. And g3. I guess black could have taken the pawn, but he retained the queen there, so looking after his own pawn with the queen. F takes on e5, and the Hodges played knight to c6, intending to take with the knight. I think so. Maybe. What do you think? Okay, and white played the obvious, d4, f6, attacking the white center. The white center is very strong there. f6, black is hoping to get something out of this because the queen is lined up with the white king. So he started with that move. Okay, white to move. Do you have any suggestions for white? So we look for checks. I think the check is not very effective because of g6. We look for captures. Captures only help black. Then we look for threats. Can white make a good threat here? If white can't make a threat, we improve the position. If we don't know how to improve the position, we push a pawn. But this is the last thing we want to do, okay? Someone is saying c4. Someone knight to d5. Who said knight to d5? Knight to d5 by Prashant. Prashant, sorry, not pronouncing your name because comments are moving very quickly. Prashant, I think. So well done, Prashant. Spotted this move. Knight to d5, attacking the queen. If the queen goes that way, there is going to be a family fork. You can see. Attacking three pieces, the family fork. So, black had to play there. Now, the white knight is very well placed on d5, extremely well placed. And then, bishop to f4 was played, developing pieces. It is black to move. Black attacked the bishop. So the threat is very obvious. Pawn takes bishop. Someone would call Tal on the phone. You can call him on the phone. Okay, so we got to find the best spot for the bishop. Who can find the best spot for the bishop? Yeah, so this is, I can't avoid these trick questions. Find the best spot for that piece. Because I want you to remember that first we look for checks. Okay, well done. For those that found check, got to consider check is not always the best move, but in this case, when the pawn, G pawn is missing, G pawn is there. But when G pawn is missing there, you always look for checks. This is idea, the pattern from Fool's Checkmate. Okay, so this was check, and the king must move to f8. Whew. Looks like now we got to move the bishop, huh? No more checks there. Queen to f7 doesn't work. This knight can't defend the queen. It's a long L. The L is too long. No, black doesn't want to resign. White has to prove that he knows what he's doing. Black is threatening to take this pawn and to check and to take the rook. Yeah. So how we defend this pawn? Or how we save the bishop? Or I don't know. Someone suggests pawn takes pawn on f6. Okay, so pawn takes pawn on f6. Then I guess knight takes on f6, attacking the queen. Bishop to c4, well done. Prashant. You are the best for these quizzes, huh? Well done, Prashant. Prashant, that is like an Indian name, I think. Is Prashant from India? Indian are very good chess players, huh? And nowadays Persians are very good player. Did you see Firoozeh is future world champion, huh? Oh, someone said it first. Kevin, I'm sorry if you said it first. Sorry, Kevin said he said first bishop to c4. This is the move played, bishop to c4. And pawn takes bishop was played. Wow, black is better materially now. Black is better materially. Okay, now kind of ordinary move. Oh, Prashant is from Sri Lanka. Well done, Prashant. I hope that Sri Lanka hasn't got too much of corona problem. Okay, pawn takes pawn here. This ordinary looking move is actually quite strong. Why it's quite strong? Because it's unleashing the rook. You know that rooks are more powerful on the open files. Okay, black now capture there. The threat is to take that pony. How would you defend the pony? Let's see. Beloglavi suggested knight takes on f6. Okay, someone says Bosnia and Herzegovina. I don't know what is that, Bosnia and Herzegovina. That's a country, yeah. Okay. The move is knight takes on f6. This was the idea all along when bishop to c4 was played. The idea was to, can you see what is the idea? Checkmate. So knight takes knight doesn't work. Play with. Do you see the play? Do you hear? Can you hear the plane? I'm lucky. Planes are flying every day around my house. Queen to e7. That is preventing white queen from coming to f7. And now ordinary move. Bishop takes on g8. That way the knight is no longer challenged there. The knight is a dragon. How do you like better dragon or the monster knight? Should we call him monster knight or the dragon, or what name would you give that knight? Okay, who comes up with the best name for the knight on on f6. How should you call that knight? Octopus. Octopus. Some people say octopus. I like dragon. Dragon is very powerful, you know. Unless there is prince involved. Monster knight. Some people like monster knight, Mato knight, Unicode, Centaur. Centaur is interesting, huh? Okay, so this was played. Bishop takes on g8 was played. Black then played his move. He is after winning material. That is check. We can't ignore check, huh? King moved to d1, staying on the light squares to avoid problem, maybe some checks. Okay, so it's as good as any move, any king move. And then h6 was played here. That is preventing queen from coming that way. Can you see? If queen now comes that way, rook takes. So this is taking the square away from the queen. Then white moved the bishop to a safe spot. Sometimes you have to play ordinary moves. Saving a bishop, keeping it for a better day. This is attacking the knight. Knight captured on a1. I nearly said e1. This is a1 square. The knight is attacking the bishop. Should we move the bishop there? Or what? Why not knight to e3? I don't know. This is the position now. What is the best square for the bishop? We have someone. Who is that? Let me see the things. Arindam. I think it's Arindam. And someone else after Arindam. Hi Chubaman. Okay, so well done. So the story is about sacrifice on f6, g6, h6. And that is Lee Fields. Well done. So you have found this move. Well done. Awesome. Queen takes on h6. What a brilliant queen sacrifice. It is a killer move, huh? Queen takes on h6 check. And player with the black pieces, Hodges, he showed his great knowledge of chess. And he resigned. He did not want to suffer any second longer from the world stump champion Steinitz. He had enough. He resigned in view of this continuation. Rook takes queen, and then rook goes in a slow motion. Checkus Matus. Can you see? Bishop is controlling that. Knight is controlling, defending the rook. Both are defending the rook. Wow. Is that a brilliant game or is that a brilliant game? Okay, so this was I'm going to move this board back so I have more room here. So this is what I had on the menu today. Some people last time asked, am I blocking the light with the board? I will move the board back. I have the windows open. Can you see me better now? Okay, so some people asked me, I wanted to see my YouTube silver plate. I'm going to show it now because last time I didn't want to leave the seat, so you have to wait for me 17 seconds. So now this is my silver plate, And it is there. That is for 100,000 subscribers. Do you like? Okay, I will put my silver plate. It can be taken out from the box naturally. Can be put on a wall. Okay, putting it back. So I will be able to answer a few questions from you. If you have any questions and if I know how to answer them. If I don't know how to answer, I will make up an answer. Okay, and while I'm answering questions, I will be drinking my tea. Okay, let's see what the questions are. Okay, there's some people who think it is a humiliation for player with the black pieces. You risk a humiliation when you play against world champion. Greetings from Albania, someone says. That is Denas Paua. Greeting to Albania from Adelaide, South Australia. I hope that Albania is not affected too much with coronavirus. Thank you to someone donated $10. Missed that one. So someone earlier donated $10. Thank you for your donation. I don't know. I can't find the name now. Thank you. Oh, that is Charles Klein. Thank you. Thank you very much, Charles. May God bless you. Thank you. How is in Adelaide? In Adelaide, we are very lucky. There is no much coronavirus. Because Adelaide is spread on very, very large area. And usually people in Australia have lots of space. We have front garden, back garden. We don't have to stay in our apartment. I can stretch my legs. I go outside and do exercise. And we are allowed to move outside the house. But the life is not completely normal. When I go to big shopping center, some shops are closed, like my hairdresser closed the shop. And like sushi train is not operating at and things like that. People are not. The chairs are removed from the food court, so you can buy food, and then you take it away. And also, kids may not be back to school, so kids will be learning from school. And I have a virtual. I run a virtual chess classroom when I teach from my office here. And I run chess programs. I run virtual chess programs. Yes, that's maybe that will be happening all this year. All right, let's see some other questions. Mato, why voice in the lecture has a lower? Why the voice on your lecture has a lower pitch? Microphone. I don't know. I just talk into microphone. What happens? My voice may vary. If I record early in the morning, it's different voice. If I record late at night, different. If I record after the exercise, my voice may be different. Sometimes I speak faster because of the noise that is happening outside, and I talk in between dog barks. Believe it or not, my neighbor's dog, he has a pattern. Wow, wow. And then he stops for 3 seconds, and then I say a few words, and I pause. And, so annoying. I talk to my dog usually listens to me when I say stop barking, he stops barking. I say Tata is recording. That means I'm recording a video and he is not barking. Tata is father. So he's... someone wanted to see another game. Next Sunday, I'm going to show another game. I'll pick something interesting. For now, I will just answer some questions. Mato, shall I get wooden chessboard from you? If you are in Australia, it's okay to buy wooden chessboard. But if you are in another country, I like to sell you the board, but there is a problem with delivering to other countries. So If you are in South Australia, I will sell you wooden chessboard. If you are not, you go to find someone else. Okay, so what is this? I don't understand some comments here. Give me good defense after pawn to e4, pawn. So someone is asking for a good defense against the Russian defense. So it goes e4, e5, knight to f3, knight to f6. You don't have to play Russian defense. You play knight to c3, and then next move could be bishop to b5. It's kind of a Spanish game. Someone comes to watch my video because of humor and charisma, even more than the high quality games. Okay, I try to find entertaining games. Sometimes high quality games are not appreciated. If I show very instructive high quality games, people may lose the track of what's going on. It would be too advanced. Thank you to Menda95 for donating $5. Well done. He says, you are the best, Mato. Love your videos. Thank you, Menda, and may God bless you. What is the price of the King Hunt book? You can, the price is $30. This is cheap for hours of entertainment. You can buy it from Lulu. So Google Lulu, King Hunt by Mato. And this is cheaper than buying from Amazon. Amazon they charge more for shipping. So Lulu, the King Hunt by Mato is the way to go. There is also a second book that I wrote. Where is the second book? This is the second book. This is the second book. You can buy from novice to advanced in 7 days. The cover from Lulu is a different color. Cover page is different. I think it's even nicer. Lulu version is nicer. And there are some things that I had to fix in this book. So Lulu version is, it's nice. Okay, let's see. Would you do a puzzle rush? I guess I can do a puzzle rush in the future. Chess tournaments canceled because of coronavirus. Everything, all live events are canceled because of coronavirus. Yes, everything is closed. I steal it from the library. Okay, you can borrow it from the library. Stealing is, I don't recommend stealing. Okay, so if you steal once, you'll be tempted to steal second time, and then you get caught, and then you are embarrassed, and then people don't trust you. So don't steal in the first place. Is true Tal was also a Jedi? No, Tal was a genius, but he was also he was losing lots of games too. When you watch Tal's game, you get perception that he is so amazing and winning all the time. You should. I never showed you games that I saw Tal's games. Some games are terrible that Tal played. Yeah, that is the truth. Yeah, it wasn't always that nice. Yeah, sometimes maybe he was drunk, or maybe his plan didn't work always. But when it worked, it was amazing. It was amazing. Did you annotate the game in the King Hunt? I did not annotate all the games in the King Hunt. There is only light annotation. Some of the games from the King Hunt book, they are on YouTube videos. So when you Google YouTube, Mato YouTube and the King Hunt, you'll see playlist the King Hunt. There is, maybe there is no playlist the King Hunt, but I made about a few hundred games from this book which have annotations, so I explain a bit more. Here the focus is mostly on the killer move and the flow of the game, because I only wanted the book to be so thick, so I had to take those things in consideration. Someone wants to show me, why would you like to see my feet? I have no shoes on my feet, so I can't show you. Showing feet. This is not a feet show. This is a chess show. Have you seen Garry Kasparov's best reaction against Vishy Anand? Yeah, it's he's not only against Vishanand, he had this reaction when he loses the game, which are quite amusing. Hey, Hare Grčić, thank you very much for your donation. Koji je za tebe najbolji šahista svih vremena? Hare, who donated money, he is asking who is the best chess player of all time. I jokingly said that is Maradona because you can't see his hand moving. But in all honesty, I believe that if you want to be serious, then it is Bobby Fischer. And if you don't agree, that is okay. It's all the we can't actually make all the world champions play against each other because they die and they get old. So if you put them in a time frame, nobody was so superior to his opponents like Bobby Fischer did. Okay, so for example, Magnus Carlsen is a world champion and he is very good, but he is not that superior to his opponents. Like he lost to Firoozeh and he loses to the top players. He's still better than them. But Bobby Fischer, what he did to his opponents, he made them look funny, and they were very, very strong. All these top Russian grandmasters, they were feared by everybody else in the world, and Bobby Fischer made fun of those Russian grandmaster like Taimanov and Petrosian. Okay, so if you think someone else is the best player of all time, it's okay with me. I will accept that. We don't have to always agree on all things. Okay, some messages are hold for review. So if you say a swearing word, it may be hold for. It will not be shown because this is a family-friendly channel. It is not specifically made for kids, but parents and kids can watch that together. Bobby was astronomical. Why is that the best players have an unsound mind? Okay, Fischer, why did he have unsound mind? He was not as silly as he is portrayed. Okay, so if you watch him talk, there was forgot was the show, American show when he was playing, you can see that Fischer was quite intelligent player and person. He was very intelligent, but his enemies made him look more silly than what he is. He had a bit of a paranoia, but that's he was under pressure. He was not crazy. He was a bit eccentric, but Bobby Fischer is very intelligent. Will you show basic endgame? You can find on my YouTube channel basic endgames. I already made a playlist. Oops, I will. Someone wants to buy a chessboard from India itself. Yes, you can buy chess. My chessboards are from India, so why would you buy them from me and to send it back to India? Okay. Yes, if you are in India, you can find very nice chessboards in India. And the chessboards are not very cheap. Wooden chessboards are very expensive now. Okay, 28 days on quarantine. My chess is getting better. Okay, so you can see what happens. Someone is looking positively at his quarantine time. He improved his chess, huh? So that's very good. Make the most of your time. Study something, learn courses. You can improve your chess. I learned new things. I had to learn how to do virtual classrooms using different platforms like Zoom, WebEx, eTalks, WebJam, and I studied them all and found one that is working the best for me. What is my rating? Someone wants to know. So I play rapid games. I don't play classical games because on Saturdays, when they have competitions during the weekend, I have my chess. I run chess club for kids on Saturday, and I can't play in weekend competitions. But my rapid rating is 2100, 2150, I think, and I don't play much of rapid because I have plenty. I get my kick from teaching others, and yes, I don't play lots of games in competition. How many books in your chess library? You can see some of the books behind. They are now covered with the screen. I guess I have about a few hundred chess books. Someone wants to share chessboard. Can we share contact of your chessboard supplier? Oh, okay. So what happens is I don't have, my supplier is actually in different city. It's a bit complex to get things from India because chessboards, they have to go through a process. I think it's called fumigation because it's wood. You can't just import wooden things to Australia. So my partner, he imports the boards, and they go through that process of fumigation, and then I get them from here. Yes, that's how it works. Where was I now? What I was talking about? How many chess books? Yeah, I have a few hundred chess books. Some are in the drawer there. Not all chess. These behind me are not all chess books. I have other books that I like to read. I like to read marketing books, popular psychology, and of course, I like to read funny chess books. My favorite food. I am vegetarian now. I've been vegetarian since February last year, so I don't eat animals anymore. I eat vegetables. Mostly I like frozen vegetables, and I steamed vegetables. So that's yeah, all kinds of vegetables. Mato, when is your birthday? Okay, that is a secret time. I'm not going to tell you when my secret. Anyone crushed you very bad in a game? Have you remember anyone of the game? Oh, of course, I remembered when I started playing chess when I was a kid. I was 10 years old. I was losing all my games, and kids thought that I was an idiot or stupid, and they didn't let me play with them anymore. So, but then after I improved a little bit. Yes. Okay, barbecue. I love barbecue before. I enjoyed barbecue, but I don't eat because barbecue mostly involves meat. So I don't eat barbecue anymore, barbecue food, unless it's a vegetable, but I don't barbecue my vegetables, I only steam. Ne jedem više ćevape. Someone is asking if I eat ćevapi. Okay, story about ćevapi. I tell you about story about my ćevapi. My grandmother, I live with my grandmother in Croatia, and my grandfather was a blacksmith. Grandfather would send us to Bosnia to buy nails for his for he was putting shoes on horses. That was my grandfather's specialist. So my grandmother and I was a kid, maybe I say 5, 6, 7, 8 years old. We would walk from Croatia to Bosnia, and then we would buy nails for my grandfather. And then after buying nails, my grandmother would give us a treat. He would buy cevapcici. It's a portion of 7 cevapcicis. She would share the lepinja. She would share lepinja between her and me, so the lepinja would look like that with 7 cevapcicis. I would get 4, and my grandmother would get 3 cevapcicis. That's a now lucky day when we had money to afford the cevapcicis. And I said to my grandmother, when I grow up, I'm going to buy cevapcicis with lepinja, 10 cevapcicis in lepinja, and I will eat it all by myself. So that was my dream, 10 cevapcicis and eat it all. So my dream did come true. And I like chewabchichis. Of course, I like chewabchichis, but I don't eat it now. And because after a while, it becomes normal that you don't crave. If you don't eat chewabchichi for 1 year, then you don't miss it anymore. You only miss it if you don't eat it for a week, and then I want chewabchichis. But after a year, becomes normal that you don't need it. Okay. Whatever you don't become vegan. Some people say to me, "Don't become vegan." I'm not vegan. I'm not restricting myself. I think they are more fussier than vegetarians. Although some people find it very good for their health to be vegans. Okay, some people like my accent. Broccoli, yes, broccoli has replaced my chewabchichis, yes. Okay, what do you think about Paul Keres? Paul Keres is awesome. I like Paul Keres. Is one of my favorite chess players. Paul Keres, Capablanca, and Rubinstein. I like their games a lot. Okay, good vegan, no good. Bruce Lee versus Bobby Fischer. Okay, who would win between Bruce Lee and Bobby Fischer? I believe that Bobby Fischer would give in checkmate. But if it would come to fighting, then we know Bruce Lee would win in his trade. Okay, Mato, have you ever played Barden or any other Aussie chess players? Commentators. I even don't know who is Barden. I'm sorry, I don't watch all other commentators. Maybe I should watch other commentators to see what they are doing. Yes, but unfortunately, I don't. Should be maybe, yeah, because I spend anyway too much time looking at the screen. I don't want to see what others are also sharing. Have you been to the Gold Coast? I never been to the Gold Coast. Gold Coast is in Queensland, and it's a very popular tourist destination for Australians. And do you think Dark Vader played chess on the Death Star? Dark Vader. Okay, some other people thought that I speak like Dark Vader. That's from the Star Wars. What is the best player chess history? Okay, you got to watch the comments before. I already answered that one. Mato, those other guys make very lengthy, boring videos where okay. So some people make boring videos. Okay, I don't know. I believe you if you say. Do you wear glasses? I maybe I don't see small letters, so I use this. Instead of wearing glasses, if something is very small, I go like this. Maybe in the future, I would be wearing glasses. Maybe. Do you play checkers? I don't play checkers, no. What do I think about Viktor Korchnoi? Viktor Korchnoi was Viktor Korchnoi was a very good chess player. In the time when he played against Karpov, he was under lots of pressure from Soviet authorities, which affected his play. But he was not far behind. When he was in his peak, he was about equal to the world champion. And who was the world champion? Karpov. So it was this so close. Karpov and Korchnoi was so close. Also, for those that like to know, maybe Tal's fans don't like to know. Sorry to ruin your day, but Mikhail Tal did not enjoy playing against Korchnoi. Korchnoi had a good recipe against Tal, yes. And Tal was losing games against Korchnoi. It was so we know that Tal liked to sacrifice. Korchnoi accepted the sacrifices like pawns and things, and hold on it, and then he won. Yeah, it was tough customer. Yes. Will Firoozeh beat Magnus to become world champion? So Firoozeh defeated Carlsen in the blitz competition, but classical chess is a bit different. So Firoozeh had to prove himself in classical chess. He had to pass to those candidate tournaments. But if Firoozeh continues improving like he is, he had a good chance to become world champion. Yes, he has. Tal had health problems. Yeah, that's Tal has health problems, and also he inflicted his own problems with the drinking. He liked drinking vodka and smoking. But he had a healthier lifestyle. He had a chance to be the greatest player of all time. He had a chance to be greater than Fischer if he was looking after his health. Do you think that stockfish is actually just a fish? That is a funny question. You know that answer to that, huh? Okay. Tal had really a fried liver. He had a fried liver. Yeah, Tal had a fried liver because of vodka. Capablanca was greatest ever. Okay, so if you think so, that's okay. I also like Capablanca style. What is your favorite drink? When I was drinking alcohol, I didn't drink now for quite a long time. For more than 30 years, I didn't drink. But my favorite drink was beer. I would rather die than stop drinking beer. That's how I felt. I loved it so much. Okay, Rubinstein's game earlier was impressive. Yeah, Rubinstein was one of the greatest endgame players of all time. If you want to improve your chess, I recommend study Rubinstein and his endgames. You should. Yes, some people say you should study Korchnoi. Why not? It's useful to study all these old masters, because all the world champions, they did study the old masters. That's how they learn. That's, Tal and Fischer, and they all studied the Morphy and Steinitz and Laska. They all studied old masters. If wine is liquid, how can dry wine exist? Alekhine was maybe better than Tal. Alekhine was playing a more sound chess than Tal. Tal sacrifices were not sound. So Tal is not a great teacher. Okay, do you know some person? The comment moved very quickly. I apologize. Some comments are moving too quickly. The only thing I smoke is I'm going to read that. Can you do a strong series on his books? On which book? On Korchnoi. Okay. Al Puli, thank you for your donation. May God bless you. So some people are donating money. What do you think is the greatest chess player of all time? So already I said Fischer. So someone just joined. I was showing the game from the King Hunt book. Okay, so I did show 3 games. Next Sunday, if I'm alive and well, I'm going to have another live show about 1 p.m. Sunday, something like that. Yes, you can join me for another show, but this show is going to conclude very shortly. Someone wants to see series on Nejmettinov. I do have a Nejmettinov playlist. You have to check my YouTube channel, so Mato YouTube channel, and you will find Nejmettinov and some of his very nice games. Where I'm from, I am from a land far. I am from a land far away. If you know where Shrek land is, I am not from that land. Capablanca and Laska, People want to see Capablanca's and Alaska's game. You can check my YouTube channel. I made a series of Alaska's games. Okay. My dog's name is Buddy. Do aliens exist? Okay, someone is asking about aliens. Aliens do exist. Okay, and that's actually they are evil spirits. That's aliens. Okay, love from Atlanta. Greetings to Atlanta from Adelaide. Paul Keres, you can see my YouTube channel and watch Paul Keres video. I do visit my homeland occasionally. Yes, I go on a holiday to Croatia every 5 years or so. First time finding you online when I can watch. So someone just found this live show. You can Google Mato Jelix. Okay, someone just found this. They never heard of me. Unbelievable. Okay, so Mato Jelic. Mato Jelic. Where is that? Oh, sorry, I didn't type anything. So for those that don't know how to find me, it goes like this: Mato Jelic, and then chess. And you'll Google will. YouTube will find it for you. Okay, what is your favorite? Oh boy, things are moving very quickly. Thank you to Bootsy Buck. Thank you for donating money to my show. Who is your favorite GM? Latest I was showing game of June. She played defending her title against Gorechkina. She's good chess player. So I don't know if she's my favorite player. I don't have a really favorite GM, women player GM, but I think I like her games. Hi Mato, say hi to me. Say hi to Manik. Manik. Okay, someone wants me to tell a story. What story would you like me to tell you? I know lots of stories. Okay, hi Mato, say hi to me. Manik, I say hi to you. I've been watching your videos since 2013. Love your videos. I hope all is well. Yes, all is well. So far, my health is good. I don't work at full capacity because I teach chess in schools in Adelaide, and I run chess competition for schools in Adelaide and in South Australia. All that has been cancelled, and I lost 80% of my income. But I do still YouTube videos, and I do virtual chess clubs. Say hi to me, please. Tony, hi to Tony Ratan from New Zealand. Do you think the chess needs development? Sam Capablanca, I don't understand the piece. You need to develop, yes. Teach the next class while doing nunchucks. Doing nunchucks and teaching. Okay, so you're hitting myself in the head. And knocking off my tea. I'm drinking a tea here. Okay, my tea is cold now. I forgot about my tea. I talk a lot. Mato, your channel is a hope for mankind. The only hope for mankind is God. You find out when you have no solution for your problem, you can ask someone who is smarter than you. If they don't have a solution, you pray to God. God has solutions for everything, and all things are possible to God. God answered my prayers. God answered my prayers. That's why I said that. Who do you think will win Carlsen invitation? I don't know. I have to check that one. I even didn't see Carlsen invitation. Okay. Mato deal with you also, Mato, deal with it. Okay, Paul Murphy would beat Fischer. I think that Paul Murphy would not beat Fischer. Paul Murphy had easier opponents. You know, players that played Fischer, like Spassky, Petrosian, and you name others. You know, Taimanov. Were all stronger than Paul Murphy. Believe it or not. If you consider ratings, all these Russian grandmasters were stronger than Paul Murphy. Although you can't argue, Paul Murphy played beautiful chess, but his opponents were not that strong. Happy to see you again. Happy to see you, Marcos. Fischer and Paul would make draws. No. Fischer would beat Paul Murphy. Okay. Greetings from Indonesia. Jesus is the answer, someone says. Greetings from Texas. I watched on the news, people in Texas have taken on the streets. They don't want to be in quarantine anymore. They are fighting the government now. That's a bit of a rebellion there. And they're not happy. People don't like to be in the house, locked in the house all the time. It's not good for the brain. People are social beings. They like to mix with other people. And they don't like to be in the house. It makes them crazy if they're in the house all the time. How about variants? Are you ever going to make videos about them? Okay, chess 960. Sometimes I have competitions. My kids, for fun, play 960 chess or Fischer random. Greeting to Argentina. Mato, when you will going to act in a movie? I will never act in a movie. I am not an actor. I am a chess teacher, and I do this live show to connect to my subscribers and to chess friends because of the crisis that is happening. And this is that way I connect to you and I see what are you thinking. And also I go to shop nearly every day. Just for an hour, I buy a little thing, maybe just a pack of frozen vegetables or something, just to see what world looks like. So I see how the people look like and how people are acting differently. When you are walking, people look staring at you. They are afraid if you are healthy or not healthy. And the other day, that was 2 days ago, I thought that I was very famous. I was walking from a shop, and everybody looked at me more than usual. So sometimes 3 seconds, but this time it was staring. And I thought, why they are looking at me? And then they were not looking at me. I bought a toilet paper and I carried it in my hand, and that was attraction. They all were attracted to toilet paper. It's toilet paper is not easy to buy in Adelaide. Now people are buying toilet paper like crazy. Yes. What is strongest chess player for us? Who is the strongest chess player? So Magnus Carlsen is the strongest chess player. Say hi to me and New Zealand. Tony Rathai. Hi to Tony and hi to New Zealand. Just kidding, friend. I know you are a great chess player. My wife is in the morning in your. I greet my wife in the morning with your voice. Okay. You shouldn't do just because of the crisis. You should do this weekly because you are a great person. Usually, on Sundays, I usually go to church. And then after that, I visit my mother. And then in the evening, I go jogging with my dog Buddy. So my Sunday is booked like that. But now, no church. I don't visit my mother just in case. I don't want to bring her a virus because I go to shop. I'm healthy, but sometimes a virus can stick on your clothes if you are in contact with a sick person, with the person affected by coronavirus, COVID-19. The virus can stick on your clothes. When you go to place, you leave the virus on your clothes. So when I come back home from shop, I wash my avocados and things in the water, put it in fridge, and then I put my clothes in a washing machine and I have shower. That's what I do when I come from shopping center. Okay, so that's why I never considered live shows on Sundays. But now the pattern had changed and my Sunday is different. Have you ever beaten the actual GM? I played against GM here in Adelaide and I drew, but and also I drew against Boris Spassky, but I don't play on in so serious chess competitions. What do you think Wesley So, Mato? Wesley So is a great chess player. He's awesome. But, he is maybe sad because his parents are not supporting his chess. They want him to study, maybe to be a doctor or something. And that is a bit... he doesn't need to be a doctor. He makes more money than doctors. But his parents believe it's not a safe occupation. While if you are a doctor, people always get sick. It's a safe occupation, but it's what do you enjoy? Wesley So would not enjoy to be a doctor and check cough and checking their health, and that's not for everybody. He enjoys playing chess. Okay, how to attack overstretched pawns. Okay, how to attack. So if you want to learn how to attack, then the King Hand is the book for you. You have nearly 600 patterns here, which you can learn out. It will definitely improve your attack. Some patterns from the King Hunt I used in my own games, and it worked well. I didn't invent the pattern. I just remembered the pattern and I used it. So that's how it works. Sundays, Saturdays, if you can do live weekly. On Saturdays, I run a virtual chess club. So, and I make a standard lecture for YouTube. So, but I can change the patterns. Maybe in the future, when things go to normal, maybe I will change a live show to Saturdays. But I intend, even after the crisis, I intend to continue virtual chess classrooms. And then I go to my normal chess club for kids, which I run in a real world. So, and then I do private chess coaching. So it's going to be fully booked. So Sunday is still the best options. Where do you live? I live in Adelaide, South Australia. Can you teach how to play blind chess? I am not expert in blind chess. I can only go so far, and then I lose the track when it becomes complicated. So I'm not expert in blind chess. It can be improved with practice, of course. Okay, so black played the move and white resigned. So someone is just copying my voice. Mato, you said you will leave the chess puzzles at the end of the session on the last week. Shall I expect this week? So someone like me to do chess puzzles. Maybe I can do chess puzzles next time. Actually, on the menu also have a games when famous chess players lost their games. So what's happening next time? I will show you a game when Tal lost and Fischer and I think at least 3 famous players when they lost their games. I'm not sure if you like to see your heroes losing, but it only shows that they are human and we can all lose our games. But that's on the menu next week. Famous players losing, not so famously. So this is to encourage everybody when you meet your giants that you don't give up before the start of the fight, but you actually give your best shot, and if you win, you can then show this to your grandchildren and friends and enemies and everybody else, and you can be famous. Imagine, I always mention the story about David and Goliath. David defeated Goliath and became famous. If David killed a chicken that day, Nobody would care about chicken. Everybody can kill a chicken. Vegans would not, but that's another story. Will you sell shirts? Will I sell shirts? No, I will not sell shirts. Should I sell shirts? What would I have written on a shirt? What would you like to see? What kind of shirt? Okay, you got to give me suggestions for shirts, huh? Any tips for people trying to improve their chess? What do you consider the most important part of one's? If you are very serious about improving chess, then hire a chess coach. It will accelerate your learning. If you don't have money for chess coach, then you borrow a book or buy a book like King Hunt, or From Novice to Advance in 7 days. If you don't have money, like when I was kid, I didn't have money, I would borrow from the library. And sometimes I didn't like to return books from to library because I love them. Had to write down in my notebook moves in case if I forget. Okay, this is suggestion for the shirt. Attack is the best defense. Okay, that's okay. Attack is the best defense. However, the best defense is sometimes there are retreat. You retreat to save yourself and to fight another day. If you do retreat, you are not a chicken. You only want to be your best when you fight back. There is a story about Genghis Khan. I think that was Genghis Khan, or Genghis Khan was a fierce fighter. One day, gang attacked Genghis Khan's house. And you know what happened? Genghis Khan ran away through the window, and they captured his wife and took it to captivity. You would think that Genghis Khan was chicken. No, he was not chicken. Genghis Khan was not armed that night. He was in his pajama. The gang was armed with swords and spears and all kinds of weapons. If Genghis Khan fought them, they would kill him. So Genghis Khan jumped through the window, ran in the bushes, saved his life. The gang took away his wife. Yeah, that's 1470. And then Genghis Khan got his gang together. He found his enemies. You know what he did? He gently cut off his throats, and he brought his wife home. Yes, that was Genghis Khan. He was not chicken. So the idea is not to fight your enemy on their terms. Okay? You know what happened to me? I was attacked by two pit bulls in the street. Me and my dog. I was not far away from my house, and two pit bulls were rushing like two devils towards me and my dog. And I was talking to my neighbor, and I saw they were 50 meters away. They were sprinting like in kill mode, like devils. And I say to my dog, buddy, come here. And we ran into my backyard, in my front yard, sorry. And I closed the gate. I have bars on the gate, and they slammed the gate. And if I don't run away, they would bite me. And they would bite. So my German Shepherd dog was not a match for two pit bulls. But the owner of the dogs came, and I said, you got to take your dogs away, because now it's my move. I'm going to make a move, and I'm going to kill your dogs. He believed me. I was going to kill his dogs. So first I ran away, then I get organized, and then I was going to go for a kill. He panicked. And all the street came out, and police too. And yeah. Boy, that was a bit of an experience that day. Yes. All right. So that was my fight against pit bulls. First, I ran away to get organized for the defense. Just kicking them, you don't kick pit bulls. No, they bite like devils. They bite. They like to grab the throat, and then if they don't hit the right spot, they move slowly and they kill. Pit bulls should not be allowed in in here. I think. But what can you do? All right, that was my story about pit bulls and my dog buddy. Okay, let's see the questions. If you want to play with 3 players since history, with whom will you play? With whom would I play? I don't know. I can't choose 3. I like. I would play with anyone. Yeah, if I can play with them. Shirts now. It's my move. Attack is the best defense. Sometimes. Okay. You need a new intro. Hi, this is Mato and Buddy. Welcome to our online chess lecture. Okay, yes, my buddy. First time when I did a live show, I brought my buddy in. You got to see a buddy. He is such an intelligent animal. He just listens to me when I talk. He said, buddy, do this, do that. He just does. No special commands like sit. I said, I speak to him in Croatian. Buddy, sjedi, dođi vamo. Go there. Just he listens. It's no need commands. Just like a human. Pit bulls are the most dangerous dogs. You should see those. Yes, I would agree with you. If they just with their teeth ready to kill. Yes, they are very dangerous. Especially 2. How do I fight 2? Can't kick them. You know, I did martial arts, but I don't want to kick 2 dogs. Okay. When did you feel that you should do live stream? When did I feel? I even didn't feel. I was that was accidental. So first my live stream was accidental. I was just looking at the commands there, and I press live stream, and I even didn't want to go live. I wanted to just practice and to just to practice to see how the live show would go. But I pressed the wrong buttons, and I came live, and I was not shaved, and I had mess at the back of my room. It's maybe still messy, but the whiteboard is covering my mess there. You don't see the mess. So it was, and I felt like, should I stop this? And people started commenting suddenly, hundreds of people, and suddenly I had a few thousand people watching my show, which is unbelievable. So I saw that, and I said, oh, 2,000 people, should I continue or not? Embarrassing. What should I do? So I continued talking. Okay, greeting to people from Brazil. There are no kangaroos in Amazonia. What a shame. Come to Brazil to teach chess. Everybody now can learn chess from my YouTube channel. Some teachers from around the world, from South America, they asked me if they can use my YouTube videos in their classrooms in South America and elsewhere. So you can use my YouTube channel. You can use my videos for teaching in schools. This is the accidental Mato show. Yeah, that was, you can call it accidental Mato show. Mato, did you think that the most skilled chess player is the player who remember most of the chess patterns? You got to remember the patterns. That is very important, to remember the patterns, and then you invent your own patterns. But knowledge of the patterns is very important. Some was said kako si. My answer is excellent. Dobro. Jako dobro. Very good. Hello from Kazakhstan. Greetings to Kazakhstan from Adelaide. Mato, would you look on a game of mine? You can send me your game and I will have a look at the game, but I do get quite a lot of requests and I can't go through all the games. Yeah, but occasionally I show. In the past I did show games of my students. Okay, which is best? Are you so to my students I teach both E4 and D4 opening. For some reason, I like d4 opening bet more. I don't know. I like d4 more. Mato, you are the best. Thank you for calling me the best. I hope you are thinking about I'm the best teacher. Mato, do you model? No, I don't. I don't model. Should I model? I don't model. No. Okay. Okay. What else? Good morning from India. Good morning to people from India. Good morning to India from Adelaide. Okay. My precious chess players and subscribers, I'm going to conclude this live stream now. Thank you all for coming. I hope that you enjoyed it. And I also hope to continue with this one next Sunday. I'm not sure exactly what time, but the next live show will be next Sunday between 1 and 3 p.m. Adelaide time. Thank you all for coming. Stay safe. Have a wonderful day. Bye for now. I will end the live stream. Love you all.